This is becoming a recurring theme. I've heard of Vic Mensa. I've listened to podcast interviews with Vic Mensa. I don't think I've ever heard a single Vic Mensa song. Only recently, when I was doing the reaction to Mick Jenkins' The Patience, I heard a verse from him, and I liked what he brought. So I want to check out more Vic Mensa. What's up, everybody? I'm Chris, Old Head Dad, here to check out new music because I believe hip-hop is the best it's ever been. Today, we are listening to I Want to Be Ready, featuring Mansa Musa Mensa. Is that relative? Is that an alter ego? I don't know. We're going to find out.
Mansa Musa Mensa.
Wait a minute. Was that baby just talking?
Be ready for bringing a beautiful child in this horrible world.
We're not even a full bar in yet. I assume this is a baby, new baby. Mansa Musa Mensa. That baby's lips were moving. I don't know how I feel about this.
Mansa Musa Mensa.
Come on, man.
Mansa Musa Mensa. I want to be ready for bringing a beautiful child in this horrible world. I sat with my ear on her stomach and wondered if you were a boy or a girl. You never asked to be. I know my days are few. In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali, your name, and you. What I do in my work as a parent is to show you the worth you inherit, so you know who you are and know you a God. These devils that work on your spirit. You were born into a war zone, they killing for joy that sneaks. I'm setting your GPS on the highways. You gon' be avoiding the streets. So much pain on the side like torn obliques. Mothers with tears that pour in their cheeks. The streets is playing these boys for keeps. We live inside the story of Jonah. We must survive the belly, get a beast. I devised a better younger me to be everything I could never be. I just wanna be. I wanna be ready. Yeah.
First off, I did not know Vic Mensa was basically a sex symbol. I had no idea. In my head, he looked like Earl Sweatshirt. He don't look like Earl Sweatshirt. Let's go back and look at some of these bars.
I want to be ready for bringing a beautiful child in this horrible world. I sat with my ear on her stomach and wondered if you were a boy or a girl. You never asked to be. I know my days are few. In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali, your name, and you. Okay,
obviously I've got a 27-year-old daughter. That's who I make this channel with. But I also have a 2.5-year-old, and I really had to do some soul searching about whether to bring a kid into this world right now. And I also live in Wyoming, not the most friendly state to women, to liberal people of any kind. So I had to really consider that. So I feel what he's saying here. And this, let me see what this fight line was.
You never asked to be. I know my days are few. In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali, your name, and you.
In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali and name and you. Cassius Clay became Ali. And when he changed his name to Ali, the world really fought against him for that. A lot of people refused to call him by that name. He had won an Olympic medal. He's from Louisville. I'm from Cincinnati, so I grew up learning about Ali. He won an Olympic medal, and the story goes that he threw it off of a bridge into the river in Louisville because once he got home, he realized this doesn't mean anything. So I think this is a really dope line. In this fight to make cash as clay, I thought about Ali and name and you. Mansa Musa Mensa, Muhammad Ali. I'm sure there's some meaning behind Mansa Musa Mensa. Also, the reason Muhammad Ali changed his name. This is beautiful.
I do in my work as a parent is to show you the worth you inherit, so you know who you are and know you a God. These devils that work on your spirit. You were born into a war zone, they killing for joy that sneaks. I'm setting your GPS on the highways. You gonna be avoiding the streets so much.
I'm setting your GPS on highways. You're gonna be avoiding the streets. On the highways, going higher. And so what Vic Mensa is saying here is you're gonna take the high road instead of the low road. I'm not going to let you just be in the streets. We're going to set your GPS on the highways. That's a smooth way.
Pain on the side like torn obliques. Mothers with tears that pour in their cheeks. The street.
Pain in the sides like torn obliques. Obliques are the muscles right here connecting abdominals to lats, I think, or to your ribs. Those are the obliques. So pain in your side like torn obliques.
Just playing these boys for keeps. We live inside the story of Jonah. We must survive the belly get a beast. I devised the better younger me.
Story of Jonah. Jonah in the belly of the whale. We in the belly of the beast.
To be everything I could never be. I just want to be.
I like this sentiment of I just devised a better me. I had you to right the wrongs that I did. Now that's a lot of pressure to put on a kid, and that doesn't mean they have to be some great thing, but he's going to pass on his lessons to this kid, the things that he's learned, the things that it took him a lifetime to learn. He can give that game to this kid when he's a teenager.
I want to be ready.
You're never really ready. Shit's just hard. It's beautiful.
I know that you're ready because God wouldn't give you a challenge that you
come on,
handle.
man.
I come from the source of creation. I'm a manifestation, a channel, a reincarnation.
I can't. This is anybody else creeped out by this AI baby rapping? I get what he's doing here. He's obviously rapping from the perspective of his newborn son, which I think is really brilliant and really beautiful. But I don't know about this. Let me take it back. I don't know, man.
I know that you're ready because God wouldn't give you a challenge that you couldn't handle. I come from the source of creation. I'm a manifestation, a channel, a reincarnation, an ancestor from the plantation to the pyramids. We had to survive in America way before Gil Scott died of heroin. The reason my birth is imperative. Through me, we be working a narrative. Baby Jesus was really a vessel and Mary was merely a surrogate. I deserve to experience joy. I deserve to experience pain. My destiny is to carry the torch like an Olympian bearing a flame. Hot.
Okay, I can't help but laugh. I can't look at this baby rapping and take it seriously. The sentiment of the song is beautiful, and if I hadn't seen this video when hearing the song, maybe I'd be better off. I actually looked for it on Spotify. It wasn't there. It was only on YouTube, so we're doing the video. There is a line in here I'm curious about. He says something about when Gil Scott died of heroin. Let me make sure that's what he said.
We had to survive in America way before Gil Scott died of heroin. The reason my birth is...
That's an interesting line because Gil Scott heroin sounds like heroin, but I don't think Gil Scott Heron died of heroin. I know he was HIV positive. He revealed that shortly before his death, and I don't know that there was ever a real reason for his death explained. Maybe Vic knows something I don't. Maybe it's just a clever heroin flip. Or Gil Scott Heron was definitely, dealing with some drug addiction. Even early in his life, he was dealing with that, with cocaine, with freebasing. So maybe this is saying the potency of Gil Scott Heron died with heroin. I don't know. Interesting line, though.
Imperative. Through me, we be working a narrative. Baby G.
And also that next line, my birth is imperative, saying Gil Scott Heron died so that I could be born. I'm coming here to do the same thing, to stand up, to be that voice.
Jesus was really a vessel and Mary was merely a surrogate. I deserve to experience joy, I deserve to experience pain. My destiny is to carry the torch like an Olympian bearing a flame. Hot flash, feeling my mama in terrible pain. Seeing the doctors, hearing the screams. Heavens are open and tears of rain. We in the flood, the story of Noah. Out of the mud, humanity is saved. I can feel immortality and change. To continue the family and name. When I'm old, it'll be my world. I'm a star, so I gotta shine. I never let a child starve or bombs drop on Palestine. Time stops when the clock starts. It was 5 minutes past 9. I arrived, now it's my time. More specifically, it's God's time. God's time.
I recently wrote a song about the birth of my daughter, so I get where he's coming from here, and I really love the creativity of looking at it through the kid's lens, reassuring the father through the perspective of this child who he's saying was brought into the world to help all of these things, and I also appreciate the future looking, saying these are all these things in the world I'm going to change. That's a really fresh way of doing it, instead of Vic just saying, I'm nervous about bringing you into the world because of all of these things happening. Instead of him saying that, the kid is saying, look, I know you're nervous about these things. I'm going to change them. That's really beautiful. Man, I just can't take the baby. I can't do it, man. I had to purposely not look at that baby's mouth rapping while I just focused on the lyrics. Just read the lyrics. Really beautiful effort from Vic Mensa. I can't wait to check out more of what he's done. Another great MC that I get to go back and look at their old catalog. So I am excited about that. And congratulations to Vic Mensa. Beautiful baby, beautiful song. All right, I'm out.